wax on, wax off.
Cigarettes.
Excellent.
Hello and welcome, Midlifers. We're your hosts, Fonz
and Miz.
And this is your weekly podcast where it's not self-help, but not more help yourself to a smorgasbord of nostalgia, laughter, and a deep dive into the past.
Fonz, this week we're doing Then and Now. We're looking at gossip magazines and all that sort of paparazzi type of thing, comparing it to social media of today. We're ranting or raving about social media. And a fun, interesting who did it better battle. We're talking about pop princesses. Brittany Spears versus Katy Perry. Let's see.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Okay, Fonz. Paparazzi, glossy mags, all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like we're there in the glory days of that era of gossip mags.
We were there when it was at its peak,
Yes.
when it wasn't seen as a danger.
No, but and we all inhaled it.
Yes.
I think in sort of the 80s and 90s.
Yep.
So that's going to be our first part of today's segment.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes. So excited.
We started diving into it quite early. The second part will be the transition from that to social media and pretty much the celebrities taking it all into their own hands and being able to spin things the way they want to. Let's go back. Go back
Okay.
to the 80s and 90s. When I think of those gossip mags in Australia, this New Idea,
Yep.
Women's Weekly, Women's Day. How do I even know this? The UK one, like of Hello and
Hello,
People?
yeah. There's also Who Weekly.
Who? People.
People.
Was it People,
People?
or was it a UK
I
one?
think People was like a booby mag.
No, it wasn't.
People magazine?
No.
Yeah. It was an Aussie one,
Oh,
I
I'm
reckon.
gonna look that up then.
that's a whole different
Okay,
episode.
we'll leave it another time. And I think we touched on this in probably our second podcast when we were talking about the royals and Princess Di, because she was a big figure in the paparazzi of Australia and the glossy mags. But I have vivid memories of waiting at the Woolies checkout aisle, checking out the mags. There were so many to choose from. And looking at the covers that they would have, it was always really, really great or really, really bad for the celebrities. So stars without makeup was always a big one. Stars that have put on weight
Yes, that was
significantly
huge.
or dropped weight
Yes.
significantly.
Yes.
Pregnancy rumours.
Drug
Yes.
scandals.
So yeah, anything
Cheating.
scandalous, downfall.
They are what sold magazines.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. They sold the magazines. So whatever you obviously put in the cover, and the juicier, the better. Forget about actual facts related to it,
Yeah.
especially the pregnancy one. Like how many times back in the day, like Kylie Minogue, and then I was thinking in the 90s and 2000s, Jennifer Aniston, how many times they were pregnant, you know,
Yes.
just from probably having a lunch or...
So rude.
I know.
They were seen not as people, they were seen as money.
Yeah.
Cash
cows. Yeah. Forget about Channel Centre cash cow.
Yeah, it was a New Idea cash cow. And like going back, like, I just remember believing everything. Like, granted, we were kids back then.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think I would have to say,
No, continue.
Oh.
I'm about to piggyback off that.
I was like, wrap it up. No, I think as well, like adults believed it. I think my parents believed it too.
But that's similar if we go back to today, social media,
Yeah.
and my kids, you know, I have to really emphasize to them what you see on social media
Yes.
isn't necessarily real. So,
Critical reading.
yes, critical thinking. Is that the word?
Either way,
Yeah.
it's critical. And it needs to be done.
Damn it.
I was just going to tap back into when media agencies would tap the phone calls. Remember that, like I think we've discussed this in the past about Prince Charles and Camilla's phone call, like the audacity to tap into someone's privacy.
I know. And to think that's okay.
They thought it was okay.
Yeah, the lengths that they would go to try to get the inside goss and inside scoop.
Yeah, how awful. Like, I remember as a kid growing up, I want to be a celebrity, I want to be a star, but like, not for that.
No.
Not for my privacy. I'm always dressing really dowdy, so I'd always be in the what's not hot segment. I always thought I'd be in the what's hot segment when I was younger, but it's like, no. Not hot.
But yeah, I was always used to think the same. What would it be like to be famous? But then I start thinking of that transition which I think is sort of the 90s, 2000s to, so away from that, but more online, which looking at sort of TMZ.
Yes, I wrote TMZ.
Yeah, and Perez Hilton.
Yes, I wrote Perez Hilton.
Okay, so Perez Hilton, 2004, Gossip Blog.
Yep.
2006 TMZ website. And that was around the same time as Brittany Spears started to, I won't say fall off the wagon, but obviously the pressures of fame and everything were getting to her. And if you'd see her going to bloody Starbucks or something, and you'd actually have seen outside picture of all the paparazzi standing.
Awful. And the way the camera flashlights lit up outdoors in the sunlight.
That to me, I'll be stunned mullet. I just fall flat on my face. So around that time, also Britney Spears, Paris Hilton, Lindsay Lohan, and the shots of them getting out of their car, and the paparazzi and that would be waiting to take a photo of them to see if they're wearing underwear.
Yes.
Like how
Paris Hilton.
rude.
Paris Hilton.
Did
I
on
reckon.
purpose?
100%.
Oh,
She
I'm so
knows.
naive. I'm like, yeah.
I reckon Paris Hilton knows. She's a very intelligent, savvy media sensation and still is, from a young girl up until now, and keeps going. I think she planned it, just like that whole Kim Kardashian sex tape.
Yeah.
Her mother, well, the rumors are it's alleged, but her mother planned it. Like, Mez, don't you just wish you had a sister who would release a sex tape so we could be famous?
Sex tape of who? Of you?
Of my sister.
Okay. So you want a fake sister
I want
who
a
releases
sister.
a sex tape,
Yes.
so she can become famous, or you can
and I'll pedal off her. I don't,
In another
no
reality-
one needs to see me.
I don't want to see my flabby bits flopping around anywhere. That's what OnlyFans are for. Midlife is OnlyFans.
Oh, feet finder for me.
Okay.
All right, so let's dial it back. I also had TMZ written down,
Yeah.
and the rumours are that they have members of the police force, medical staff reporting for them.
Really?
So that's how they get kind of the
Oh,
inside
so they get
scoop.
tip-offs to where... Are they still around? Are they
Yes.
still relevant?
Was it Matthew Perry? They were one of the first to announce Matthew Perry's death.
Okay.
It was something like that, because they're always the first to promote,
Release?
to release
scoop,
information.
yeah.
But reeling it back in once again to celebrities having their own social media
Yes.
and taking back that power.
Is that from Twitter? I thought it was like from when Twitter launched. Because I remember, that's 2006, so that's around the same time as TMZ. I don't remember first hearing about Twitter and then celebrities thinking, okay, I've got my own voice now.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's when the tide started to turn, and then Insta was 2010, so about 4 years later.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Do you know, for some reason, I might have to put up on our socials, but Kim Kardashian's Twitter and what she used to write on it, like, surf's up, dude, and funny stuff like that. I need to find it and maybe make a reel for our socials.
Yeah, but can you say, if you say
It's
that,
so funny.
but then look at your own, like if I look at my Facebook
Mine.
posts that come up like from, you have like,
I wouldn't write surf's up, dude.
I've had some like from.
She's cool. I'm not.
Okay, true. We've never
All right,
claimed
well,
to be cool.
tell me about yours.
Like I remember, I think some, the memories come up on Facebook and be like 10 years ago you wrote, oh, my child woke up from a nap. How cute. I'm just like, how cringe. It's very cringe. It's like, oh, so naive.
So naive. I think
Yeah.
I wrote one about Eurovision. Like, I love Eurovision. Nerd.
But then 10 years down,
We've
we're looking at
evolved.
a bit. Even some of the post-midlifers put up, come on, we've only 5 months old, and even some of them are like, yeah, mate.
Did we have to do that? But I suppose in 10 years or 20 years' time when we're boomers, we're going to be like, gosh, God, we were cool.
Oh, you say cool. I hope so. I hope our grandchildren will look at our reels and be like, oh, look at what grandma used to do.
Oh, God.
We're out
I'm
there,
sorry.
So, yeah, no, definitely. It's interesting because I'm sort of looking at, so it's changed from the paparazzi, gossip mags to the celebrities owning it. And I feel like there was a period where it was very less curated and open, like surf's up, dude.
Yeah.
But now, because they've got their own PR, it's not them, it's not the celebrities doing the tweets most of the time.
That's
But
right. It's their team.
Yes. So it's all again, it's all manufactured. There's a period where it was all real.
It's
Not
all
real, but
creating that image,
Yes.
and the image they want to promote rather than the image that the magazines wanted to promote.
Yeah. So it's just changed.
Yeah, but you kind of can see it's made us skeptical, I think.
Yes, and cynical because, we have been duped and conned many times. It is so hard to know what's real, what's authentic, what's genuine. And that's why authenticity sells, because I feel like us, we're genuine.
No, we're the real deal.
There's nothing
Surf's up,
manufactured
dude.
about this.
Rant, rant or rave. Yeah. Ms, today we are going to rant or rave social media.
Okay.
I'm talking Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. What else is there? Back in the day, MySpace.
Well, going back of what we were just talking about in the previous segment in social media and how it's changed over the years, one thing I don't like about social media, there's many things I don't like, but one scary part is the consent about
Yes.
it. In that earlier in the 90s or 2000s, if you had someone doing something funny or a prank or something on them, they'd have to sign a consent or a waiver to have their image shown.
That's on shows like Candid Camera.
Yep,
and all
that sort of thing. Now, no. So if you fall over in the street or you're even... sometimes you see videos on TikTok or whatever of people, being embarrassing. They're probably not even aware they're on camera, and then they become a viral meme or sensation. That's what's scary about it. It's like a free-for-all. That's bad. Bad
naughty,
social media.
But can I say, look, something I love about social media, it's exposed, I know me, to witty people. So when I read through people's comments, I go, geez, that's smart. Gosh, that's clever. That's quick.
Yeah.
Wow, that person's meme is hilarious.
Yes, yeah.
It's opened up this world to more funny entertainment.
Yeah.
And I love that. And I love people are expressing that
Yes.
in that side.
Yeah, I do love when you scroll and then you come across something that will stop in your tracks.
Yes.
And just make you laugh out loud with something completely random that you would never have thought of. It's
I
outside
love
the box.
that.
Yes, yeah. It definitely and it opens up, like if you're a nobody like us, it opens you up to the world, to the possibility to have your humour, your entertainment, your thoughts and whatever exposed to the world.
100%.
Yeah, which didn't exist before.
Definitely. And but then with that rant about it is that people have the confidence to be keyboard warriors and trolls.
Yep.
People are a lot more braver to insult you or insult your content.
Yes.
Again, like the celebrities, not thinking that these content creators or podcasters, etc., actually have feelings.
Yep. Yep. Now the keyboard warrior thing and the commentary, although it can be fun to see, like on the local Facebook groups. So okay, let's go back to it. Facebook, okay. Facebook is sort of a bit more of the older generation, and I still am a Facebooker. I know you're very much Instagram, and since we started this, I'm in Instagram too. But Facebook for the local Facebook pages, they're hilarious, and you'll have someone say, "There was a chopper outside. Why is there a chopper?" It's like, who the fuck always a chopper? But listen to the commentary about that, or someone will just go on saying, "Oh, this person parked on my nature strip for blah 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 blah."
Yeah. Take photos.
Yeah, but then it's like, why didn't you actually just go outside and talk to the person? Like, it gives people a chance to vent, but then other people, like, you're venting to the wrong people.
Look, I have to say I love my community page because
You have to say that.
we do like a swappy kind of thing. We swap our things for free. It's a really nice community.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I got a few things. I've given away a few things, and I even made a friend on there.
Oh, cool.
Shout out to Wendy. But also for me, it gives me a knowledge of my community and my suburb as well. Like I'll
Just to know the
say,
ins and outs of it,
this is what's going on.
Yes.
Oh, this is happening. A few of these things. So be aware.
Yeah, because my hubby, sorry to interrupt,
Okay.
'cause my hubby isn't on Facebook, any of those sort of things, and he's like, oh,
Same as mine.
yeah. But then, like, if there's any goss, he wants to know the goss from me because I find out from the Facebook.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it's like I won't
"Tell me,
partake.
fill me in."
So yeah, that is like keyboard warrior bad, but the
Correct.
sense of community good.
Good.
Okay. Another bad, scary side is the predatory side, obviously, and you just got to be smart. Even if you are smart and considerate of what you post. As soon as you put it out there, you never know the context that it can be repurposed for, particularly obviously with kids and, social media. My kids are the age where they're starting to use Snapchat and everything. That's how they communicate with their friends.
Yeah.
It's no longer catching up at their friends' houses like we used to. They just do it all on Snapchat, and I keep hammering into them. You need to know who you're talking to. Don't just accept. But that's the gateways for predators. So
well, that's why I remember. Sorry to interrupt, but being a kid, and Mum would always say, "Don't talk to strangers. Don't open the door to anyone. This and that." And now it's a whole new thing. Like, don't talk to strangers online. They might be acting like a 14-year-old girl, but they might be a 50-year-old man. That's the reality of life.
It's so freaking tricky and so scary. And do I rant or rave social media? I don't know. I accept it for what it is in our lives. I love parts of it. Other parts scare the crap out of me. Yeah. And I just have to try to be smart about it. But I'm not very smart, so I don't know.
You are. You're so intelligent. Don't knock yourself.
Help me.
But it's a matter of education and educating your children to be safe, educating our children to be safe, and hoping they listen.
And educating ourselves.
Yeah.
I think that's what's scary about it, is that I feel like as soon as I get a grasp on something new comes along. And then even say with the law and everything like that, same thing. As soon as there is finally a law put in place to help protect something that, people take advantage of on social media, something new comes along. Yeah, I know. So it's always like we're like playing catch up.
The scammers, they're always trying to find ways, even acting like your kid, to text message you.
Yeah.
My God.
Be scrambling.
It's that whole thing. The good always, or the bad always comes to the good. The good always comes to the bad.
The yin and yang.
Yin and yang. For me, I'm going to rave social media because I like to look at the glass half full and hope that us educating our children makes them a little bit smarter to not get fooled by the predators out there.
Yeah. So, Ray, for you,
yep.
Uncertainty. For me, acceptance. How about you, dear listener? Yeah. What do you think? Please come along to the conversation on our socials, send us a DM, or even, maybe do a comment on this podcast. Let us know what you think. And to rave social media.
Who did better battle? Ding, ding, Mez.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. So today's Who Did It Better battle is Brittany Spears versus Katy Perry. Who does it better? Hit me, baby, one more time. What's another song she had? Hit me, baby, one more time. My loneliness. I did it again.
All right. So we chose Britney Spears because we're going sort of as we're thinking about the paparazzi and that sort of thing. Britney was the biggest.
She was an icon,
pop star in the 2000s.
Yes, but we did grow up with her.
I remember her first song.
Yes, Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Do you remember when it came out?
Dressed as a schoolgirl.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember being in on a holiday and seeing that on TV. I'm like, oh, okay. I wasn't a fan of it though.
Yeah, I found, to be honest, that song, because it was played to the death, I freaking hated it because it was shoved in our throat so much. And the only thing I think I never liked about that film clip and about her, what she did in her early film clips, was that that pouty look that she did to the camera.
It.
In Hit Me Baby One More Time, it's like that head down, look up to the camera with the doe eyes. It's that doe
I've
baby.
never known. I said, oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, that used to. I hated that. I hate that look.
And it's funny because whether she was marketed, she was told to market herself that way because she has got a powerhouse voice.
Yes, yeah.
And then when she's a pop star. Oh baby,
yeah. That's why when you see old footage of her, doing, I think she did like a star challenge, like when she's like 10. Yeah, and she vocal chops.
She brought it home. She powered it in, and she doesn't sing. She did not sing like that in her pop music.
And also another thing, that annoyed me about Britney is at her concerts, she always mimed because she danced. because her thing was about her dancing.
Right.
So even the baby she wouldn't do
That was
live
mimed.
is always mimed. You can say she had the microphone there to pretend she was singing, but she never sang because she'd do so much dancing.
Do you remember someone leaked a recording of Britney Spears before she went out on stage and she was swearing
Oh no,
and all
no,
that? So
no.
this is when she was young, MySpace days. And it was leaked and she's like, F this, F that, just do the effing thing. Let's get her on stage.
Oh, okay.
And it was meant to see as, oh my God, because she's meant to be this sweet young
good girl.
woman.
Yep.
And they showed that. And I remember thinking, I'll probably do the same.
Yeah. But what are your favourite Britney songs?
Oh, well, now, like, when I play it to my kids, I'll play Hit Me Baby One More Time. And I love the covers. Like, Weezer did a cover of Hit Me Baby One More Time. Even Jack Black for Kung Fu Panda did a cover of it too.
Oh, okay.
Which I listened to. And then I'm like on my own in the car listening to Kung Fu Panda. But she was... I loved her, and I even saw footage of her with Michael Jackson.
Oh, okay.
And Michael Jackson, can't remember what song he was singing, and then at the end she goes, oh. Oh. But her body, she was known as having the flattest tummy in the industry, and it was just... I think everything about her, it's such a shame how her life has turned out, but everything about her was amazing.
I was thinking about her body because some of the songs, apart from Hit Me Baby One More Time, oops, Toxic.
I love Toxic.
Yes. So I didn't like Toxic at the time. It's only now. And actually, I feel like I appreciate her songs now.
Yes,
Probably because it's been a bit of a break. And her songs are still iconic. But Toxic, when she had the snake around her.
Yes.
But I think I have this image of her in a concert with a snake and like a sort of bikini top
Yes.
and the jeans. That's what I was thinking.
low-rise
The low-rise
jeans.
Do you remember those jeans? And you would have to shave the top of your pubes because the jeans
I
were
never
so
wore them that low, Mess.
They were low. They were
Did you
low.
have to do that?
Yes, because they were so low.
I never wore them that low.
Yes.
Wow, good on you.
Yes, and I'm like, oh my God. And also the other thing about those jeans which I was thinking, because they sit under your hips, the waist has to be really tight because it's got nothing to hang on to. So when you sit down, this waist is cutting into your uterus. How I managed to have babies, I don't know.
All I remember is bum crack.
Yes, bum crack.
Everyone
my
expose their crack.
And muffin top.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
if you
muffin
weren't
top.
flat as a tack, all that, it's gone out somewhere. So,
I was muffin top.
yeah, I was a bit of everything.
Those low-rise jeans, what an era.
Yes, please don't bring those back. I know that
I know.
there was talk.
I dread that.
But we're past those fashion phases.
Thank God.
All right, so that's Britney.
Oh,
So-
sorry, I'm just having a bit of PTSD from the low-rise jeans.
I was thinking about it last night.
People's
Please
asses
no,
hanging out.
Yes, and you'd feel this little gust of wind.
Oh, it'll be a little bit cooler. They're like, okay, got to pull them up.
Okay,
Okay.
So that's Britney,
Yeah, that's Brit.
Princess of Pop 2000s. Katy Perry. Here we go.
Katy Perry was always inspired by the pin-up girl, I think, Betty Page. She was always
I
seen
don't know who
as...
Betty Page is.
Oh, she's that beautiful pin-up girl from the 50s, and she had the blunt fringe and the long brown or dark hair. She was absolutely stunning. And Katy Perry was modelled off her.
Okay.
And she's always seen as a girl who just doesn't take things seriously, makes a joke of things. She's the funny girl of the industry.
Yeah.
The pretty funny girl.
That's what I do like about Katy is that she has it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of silliness.
It's annoying me.
It was.
I liked it back then.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
And in the beginning, I think because if you came from all that sort of sexualized, although Katy Perry was sexualized, so but that type of image to Katy Perry where it was a bit more of a bebop. What's that? Betty Boop type.
Yeah,
thing.
Betty Boop. Yeah.
To having a bit of a fun. It's a bit of an inside joke. Yeah. So I think there's a bit of a fresh.
Yeah, but even releasing her song "I Kissed a Girl" and I liked it. Like that was so out there.
I know.
Yeah, and I remember singing to it like cherry chapstick. Please.
The pop thing, which I know sex sells, but it's really bizarre because usually their fan base are young girls. So it's like, I don't know, it confuses me how that works. But the one that film clip that annoyed me for Katy Perry was the one where she had the whipped cream coming out of the boobies.
Yeah.
Like, I know you're taking the piss, but it's like, I don't need it.
See, that didn't annoy me back then.
That annoyed me back then.
So it didn't annoy me like, oh, haha.
Yeah.
You know, a grain of salt kind of thing back then.
put the cans away.
But that's her being funny back then, you know. Yeah. She was taking a piss and, you know, Snoop Dogg was on her song and she's this kitsch, fun and colourful character.
Kitsch, that's the word. She was kitsch.
And she was more of a character,
yes,
I think.
Yep.
And I don't remember reading about her so much back then as I did with Britney, Paris, Kim and Lindsay.
Yeah, I don't think it was to that.
No. You know, if we can jump to now Katy Perry and her latest song, what's it called? It's Man's World? Woman's World? It's a woman's world. Anyway, did you know that song had 6 writers that were all men?
Yes, and one of them had a thing.
Oh, with Kesha.
Yeah.
I think that turned me off.
Yes. And then to have 6 men writing a song about it's a woman's world, where is that? How
is this a woman's world when you have a puppet?
Yes.
Oh, it's so sad to talk of her that way.
Yeah.
Because she's so funny, cute and funny. Like I like her in the Uber Eats ads.
Yeah.
I like that with the sushi and everything.
Yeah.
But now
I think sushi, that was the last of her heydays. I don't know. I'm just trying to make a comeback and rebrand.
I don't like it. Like I like Katy Perry's music, and it feels like with It's a Woman's World, she's trying to replicate that whole raw movement that she had. Like I'm strong, this and that. But this, I think, it seems so inauthentic and took the piss out of feminism than celebrate it.
Yeah.
And it turned me off.
Totally. I'm the same.
Yeah.
Because if the film clip as well turned me off because she's obviously really skippily dressed, but trying to like this robot thing, and she says she's being ironic.
It was just cheese, like too much cheese. Like she was sitting on that thing acting like that role model from the 60s or the 50s.
Yeah.
And then drinking whiskey like, I'm a bad girl.
Yeah.
It's like, no, as women, we're not, just be yourself. You don't need to put on this show and this air.
Yeah. Going to Katy Perry songs, the ones I think of, I don't really think of I Kissed a Girl. I think of Hot and Cold because probably it's on MasterChef.
Yeah.
So sit on. Fireworks, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And Raw. I do
Raw.
love. That is empowering for me, that song.
Going on to that with all Katy Perry's old music, as in I liked I Kissed a Girl, California Girls.
Oh, yes.
Now, all what you've just said. Raw, it's all right, but it didn't make me want to be the Eye of a Tiger, you know?
See, I
was
love Raw. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll listen to Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. From Survivor, whatever it was. Anyway, I think Brittany Spears did it better with her music and her image.
Yes, and her dancing.
And she was so articulate in interviews too.
Oh, okay.
She was so intelligent.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I have to have a look.
Britney Spears for me, ding ding.
Yes, I have to agree with you. If I think of it as a whole and I think of, okay, what do I remember from those eras? Britney stands out. She was just so big and the song's so catchy, and she was
powerhouse.
She was the pop princess of, of that time.
2000s,
Yeah,
early
and
90s,
as I said, listening back to her songs now,
they're cool.
They're cool. Even my kids love them.
Yeah, they've aged well, haven't they?
They have aged well. Yes, Fonz. Yes, go Brittany.
Well done, Brit.
Fonz.
Ms.
That's it for today.
Another day, another episode done. Please like, subscribe and comment. Send us a DM even. We look forward to hearing what you say, what your thoughts and opinions, rants or raves are. Please listen to our pod on YouTube, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
And jump on our socials. There, you'll find them. They're out there. They're out there. We hope you had fun. It's been very intense journey today.
Yeah, thought-provoking.
Yes, I think I need to lie down after this.
I need a gin.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.